Hey, what's going on, guys? So we'll be taking a look at this Periduo-712 mouse and keyboard set. This is a set that of course comes with both a mouse and a keyboard, and they both connect to your computer via this little USB thing here. So this is everything that we get in the box here. We of course get the keyboard, the mouse, the user's guide, and then of course the little USB stick, which is how you connect the devices to your computer. The box that these come in is nothing too fancy. It gives you some of the features of the product, and of course here's some pictures of it, and it says designed in Germany. Inside of the packaging is actually a lot nicer. The mouse and keyboard are packaged very well, which is of course nice to see. Once you take these out of the box, the first thing you'll have to do is go and find some batteries. Unfortunately, these are not rechargeable and batteries not included, so you will have to kind of find some batteries in here. I believe these take AA, so as you can see I do have some batteries in them already. This mouse only takes a single AA, and then I'm not sure about the keyboard. We can check here. And then the keyboard also takes one AA, so it's not like it takes an extensive amount of batteries or anything like that, so it's not too bad that they're not included. However, it would be nice to see them be rechargeable. But like some keyboards I have take like 6 AAA batteries, and it's just ridiculous. So this isn't bad. They each take one AA battery, so it's not like you're going to be killing the environment and your wallet in batteries. I still think everything should be rechargeable nowadays, but it's not that big of a deal that these are not. Both the mouse and the keyboard connect to your computer via this little USB dongle. They don't connect via Bluetooth or anything like that, which I personally think is a good thing because I find that connection and everything like that is better when they connect via USB dongles. You also don't need 2 USB dongles, you just need one for both the keyboard and the mouse. So you just simply plug this into your computer, turn the keyboard and mouse on, and then you're good to go and everything is all set up for you. The mouse we get with this kit is extremely basic, but it's still pretty comfortable to use. We have a nice white matte finish, so you're not going to have any fingerprints or anything like that, and the matte feels very good in the palm of the hand. We do have 3 buttons here. We have a center scroll click here, we have our left click and our right click, and that is basically it. And this is an optical mouse, so I recommend using a mouse mat and everything like that in order to get optimal tracking. One thing that is very nice is that in the bottom of the mouse here we do have a nice little place to store the USB dongle, so if you're traveling with us or something like that, you can simply put the little USB dongle in there and you will not get it lost. I just like the keyboard we get with this kit a lot more than I dislike the mouse. The mouse is really basic, but it works very well, and the keyboard also works very well, but my main problem with it is just how it feels. Like if you kind of hear this, it's not tactile at all. Obviously it's not going to be a mechanical keyboard. I wasn't expecting that. I was just kind of expecting some feedback, something other than just really mushy keys. Of course this is a membrane keyboard, so you're not going to get like the clicky mechanical keyboard feedback that you would get, but if you're typing on like a MacBook Pro or something like that, you totally feel the keys typing and you kind of give off a sound, and it's just a nice satisfying click. That is how it is on most membrane keyboards. The travel distance is actually pretty good, so you can sort of feel that you're pushing it, but I just want some audible feedback. Like it just kind of feels like you're typing on oatmeal, and it's really not an enjoyable typing experience whatsoever. You don't really have any feedback given to you whatsoever that you've hit a key, and so typing on it, while it doesn't like bad or slow or anything like that, it just isn't very satisfying. When I'm typing, I want to be able to kind of get an indication whenever I hit a key, and then I kind of know that I've hit that key, and it just makes typing a lot more fun and interesting, especially if you're typing something you don't really want to type. I just kind of enjoy typing and actually getting feedback from my keyboard. However, that is not the case with this keyboard at all. Connection wise and everything like that, the keyboard does work very well. I haven't had any problems with delays or anything like that in between typing and getting what I'm writing on the screen, but like I said, just to kind of feel the keyboard is really my only problem with it. This kit does work on both Mac and PC. However, if you're using it on Mac, really none of these functions up here work. Like there's a mute switch and a volume up, volume down, and everything like that. I found that none of these worked at all on the Mac. However, they all worked fine on PC, so it's not really a big deal. It does say that it's compatible with PC and doesn't say anything about Mac on the box, but the keyboard and mouse do work with Mac, just not necessarily the commands and stuff up here. On the back of the keyboard, we do have, like I showed you earlier, the battery slot, which is of course where we enter the single AA battery. Then we have nice little feet up here, which will help you raise up the keyboard if you're interested in doing so. You can type with the keyboard totally flat, or you can of course raise these up, which is how I would usually do it. And then you can simply type at a nicer angle and just makes typing a little bit better. On the bottom here we do have nice little rubber feet here. I have used some keyboards that don't put rubber feet here. It is a painful experience. It's almost comical, like you're trying to type like this and then you're typing and then the keyboard's like sliding towards you. But that is not the case with this one because you do have the rubber feet on the bottom here, so you won't have any problems with your keyboard trying to slide around and all that while you're typing. With this kit we don't get any LEDs or anything like that. It is a simple white kit. I believe it comes in black as well. I'm not entirely sure about that, but this is of course the white version, which I personally think is more attractive. But if you are interested in getting a black version, I'm pretty sure they do have a black version as well. One of the main things I would recommend this for is travel, just because the keyboard's relatively small and the mouse is pretty small and compact. Then you can put the USB dongle in the bottom mouse here, and then you'll kind of be good to go. You can just kind of put this in your messenger bag along with your laptop. Then you'll be able to use a keyboard and mouse while you're on the plane or whatever you're doing, which is very, very nice. As I mentioned several times here, literally my only problem with this kit is just how the typing on the keyboard feels. Everything about that is perfectly fine, and for that reason I recommend it if you don't have any problem with kind of how the keyboard feels. It doesn't feel bad, it just isn't very satisfying, and it's just very boring and bland in my opinion. So anyway, this has been my review of the Periduo-712 keyboard and mouse kit from Perixx. If you guys are interested in purchasing this product, of course the link will be in the description, as it always is. If you guys like to see more videos similar to this one, then feel free to subscribe, and if you enjoyed this video then in particular, then a like rating is always appreciated. This has been Jordan for Joe Reviews. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in my next review.